Once again, it's time for Movies Too Bad to Review. I don't review every movie I watch. Some of them are just too bad. I watched 3 movies this week, and I didn't really like any of them enough to talk about for a full video, so here they are. In kind of the order I watched them. Binary Samurai, Lifeforce, and Death Laid an Egg. So let's start with the first one, Binary Samurai. Supposedly it came out in 2023. I don't know. Wow, this might be the worst movie I've seen in a long time. Basically, there's some kind of cyberpunk thing where people are after a chip, but the chip has an AI or something. Mostly, it's just a lot of filler. Like, it starts off with people just walking around, not talking for a few minutes. Then they get the chip, and I guess, like, the AI, or maybe it's the hackers, we give scenes of them dancing for minutes at a time.
Each other once more.
Yeah, that's the whole movie. I don't know. I mean, yeah, there's other stuff with people trying to get the chips, but it's so bad. I can only imagine that the dancers were like the filmmaker's friends or something, because why else would you think that this was a good idea? I mean, maybe you think it was a good idea, then you'd film it, and be like, oh no, I can't do this. The movie's directed, co-written, co-produced, and stars Sean Michael Argo, and he's got a hyphenated first name, so I can't hold that against him. He's nothing if not prolific. It's another one of these guys, his IMDb bio, almost certainly he wrote. Good for him for making movies, I guess. The second movie I watched, Lifeforce. This may be controversial because the internet says it has a cult following. I saw it a long time ago, and I remember not really liking it. So with Alien Romulus out, I'm like, I looked up the list of the best Alien ripoffs, and this was high on a couple of them. So I'm like, I'll give it another chance. Still don't like it. The movie starts off kind of strong. I like the first part. The astronauts in space.
August 9th, 2:30 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. The HMS Churchill, outward bound. On board a joint British-American space team. Their mission, to intercept and study the comet bearing Dr. Edmund Halley's name.
They find a spaceship hidden inside the tail of the comet. Then they go inside the ship, and it looks like garbage. I thought it was just a plain matte painting, but then at one point someone goes behind one of the alien things, so apparently it wasn't just a matte painting. Then it gets really boring because we jump ahead, the spaceship has landed on Earth, and it's all about that. It's really boring. Wikipedia says the filming ran over for 5 weeks, so it's 5 weeks longer than it's supposed to. And some of the scenes were film. That kind of explains a lot. Some of the special effects are pretty fun in kind of a late 70s kind of way, but it was made in 1984, so not so great. I like the end. End's kind of ambiguous. If it's a happy or downbeat ending, kind of like that. Finally, we have Death Laid an Egg. This was suggested by a commenter. What the hell is this? I watched like 40 minutes of it, and I'm like, what's going on? There's like a scene with, there's a couple, they have a farm with some chickens. And then there's like, I think it's the niece or the cousin of the woman. She's there, she's younger.
Well, you find it dull here with us, don't you?
Oh no!
And there's another guy there, and like it's very 70s, 60s. At one point they have, let's clear out everything in the room, and this is the truth room, and yeah. And,
the room must be empty, stripped, absolutely clear of everything. Tables, chairs, pictures, rugs, everything that carries memories, emotions, suggestions. We must liberate ourselves from the past.
Okay, what does that, any of that have to do with anything? Nothing. So after 40 minutes or so, I looked up on Wikipedia to see what the hell was going on. And at first I was like, okay, either I'm really dumb for not understanding the plot, or someone made this up, because I've actually found that on a movie before where they kind of made up the ending. So I kept watching it, and nope, turns out that actually was what happened. But the whole plot is basically the last 30 minutes or so. So the first hour, just some weird artsy stuff. There's some cutaways to like nonverbal without any dialogue scenes of some stuff, and maybe there's some kind of metaphor about industrial farming and chickens and stuff. If I hadn't read the plot summary, I'm still not sure I'd understand what happened in the last 30 minutes. So, it really, because all the plot happens in that last 30 minutes, it kind of felt like an episode of a TV mystery movie or something. It could have been like a Columbo or something. But that first hour, I don't know. So, there we go. 3 movies that were too bad to do a full review of. I don't recommend watching any of them.